The HAP series, and this is the one-hand tip version of it. So we try to throw it up off the backboard, tip it in with your outside hand. Then we go with two hands. This is the pogo, which would be our third move of it. They're going to try to stay as extended as possible, nice and long, meet it high, finish high, don't let your arms come down. This is shot fake and lean. So he's going to shot fake into the defender and then lean into the defender, assuming that defender is going to jump in the air. Took him a while to figure this one out. This is the shot fake, step through, and then a snap back. So shot fake, step through, snap back. It's our running hook series. It starts with a running hook. We want to use that shoulder to stay between the defender and the ball, so we're not turning completely around like a floater. And then staying with the tee-ups, going shot fake, and then a jump hook. They shouldn't be adding a step here, but they are. This is the shot fake step through, so jump stop, shot fake, step through, same side. And the tee up is when your shoulder is between the ball and the defender. Okay, so that's the step through, snap back into a jump hook by Wilson. Shot fake, step through, snap back. This is an outside plant, and he actually added a dribble there that he shouldn't have. But outside plant, step through. That would be like the Kobe or the Dream Shake. On this one, it looks like they're dribbling. They're actually not dribbling. They're trying to reset their feet as if they're catching a pass. And then the first move there is to just shoot it. All right, that is a crossover step into a Barkley. Barkley is a dribble post up. Crossover step gets that defender on his gets the defender on your hip. That's a split catch. So if you notice, the outside foot was actually forward. That one he's just running through it. This one he's running to it and then through it, and then attacking the nail. Not a big mid-range jumper guy, but the way that defenses have changed, you actually have to be kind of good at it now. So worth working on. Teams that shoot a lot of mid-range jumpers are not winning 4A basketball games, but I do feel like the game is always changing, so we try to stay as sharp as we can from that spot. All right, from the corner, straight into a jump shot. What we're looking for here is no extra movement once you catch the ball. Like that would be extra movement. Trying to set your feet and shoot right away, just like that. We want a better result, but just like that. Just like that. No extra movement. All right, corner. That was better. Corner into a shot. Loading up as the ball's coming to you. Ball in the air, feet in the air. This one's a dribble up. It's a really good way to shoot a jumper against a hard closeout. It's worth 3 points instead of 2, so we like dribbling up and down the three-point line. This is actually our outside plant, inside hand version of the Mikan. And as you can see, he's going a little bit slower. He's trying to make sure he's doing it right. This is our 2-ball Mikan, which we do every day at the high school level. And strengthens your offhand. It's a lot harder. Badger passing actually eliminated a lot of the turnovers that we had early in the season last year. Wisconsin Badgers still do this every day. I did this every day growing up. And you can do it with 3 men here with 2 basketballs. After you pass it, you're supposed to take 2 steps one direction, and then as the ball's coming to you, you're catching it on live feet every single time. Same concept here. This is Nova passing, penetrating and kicking. They should be catching the ball every single time with their feet off the floor. As you can see, not every time that's happening. That was okay. Basically, you never want to have a foot on the floor when you catch the ball. You should be catching it with the ability to attack either direction with either foot. It's a kick-out version of the same thing. And then we're spraying it back to the guy who started the possession. 2v2 penetration drills, pretty common in the dribble drive offense, and you can set it up any way you'd like. Or 2v0, I should say. If you're dribbled at, you have to go back door. If you're dribbled under, you come above for a dribble handoff. And if somebody passes to you, they must also cut to the rim. And then you can replace that passer. That's a slot to slot slice right there. And it's a 2BO penetrate and spray drill right there. That's through, which is very similar to the one we just ran, but it starts with a slot to slot pass. We're going to try to dribble right off of the cutter's back. That's a pitch, which is just like a flip. The only difference is it's slot to slot. So we're dribbling under our teammate and pitching it up. That's a flip, pitch, and then a drift right there. A couple of different concepts mixed together. Let's see what this one is. That's a flip. That's a go, a dribble at, and then a flip. And then we would be pitching with that top slot there, but he didn't rotate. That's a go. That's a flip. That's a pitch. And he sprayed it into another pitch. That's actually pretty good action. The only thing that I would change is they need to hustle a little bit more to get back outside. So 1-on-0 finishing drills, they should be catching in a split with their right foot slightly forward. I think Wilson went the opposite way on that one. Right foot slightly forward, feet off of the ground. You want to catch the ball, 2 feet land together. That was actually perfect by Walt right there. Right foot forward so you can attack downhill. That was not very good. Right foot forward. Yeah, he's pretty good at that. And we're working on different finishes as well there. It's a great ball handling drill. It's definitely my favorite, especially for younger to middle school kids. This is Chris Paul passing. You're passing it with the right hand, catching it with the left, and then passing it with the left. Biggest thing here is just to make sure that you're not bobbling it or catching it with your elbow or armpit or your hip. You're catching it with your hand only. And never let them catch the ball with 2 hands in this drill. We want to make sure that we make it as hard as possible. You can add in different moves. Right here, it's pound, pass, pound, pass. And this is pretty simple. Cross, cross, pass, cross, cross, pass. And you should be dribbling as soon as you catch it. Which is another reason we don't let them catch it with 2 hands. Pound, pound, cross, pound, pound, cross. It's all a progression. Try not to catch it with your shoulder, armpit, hip. Try to catch it with your hand only. Pound, pound between, pound, pound between. Try to make them catch it just with 1 hand. Younger kids, this is really, really hard, but it also leads to massively fast growth. Pound, pound behind, pound, pound behind. I love how they're actually kicking their feet forward when they do the behind. It's really good stuff by Isaac there. Moving his feet, making sure he's not staying still. And then you're trying to go faster than your partner and push them. Form shooting, a couple of different ways to do this. Max is actually getting his wrist as low as he possibly can and getting under the ball. That's key with form shooting. A lot of kids don't do that right. That was really well done. This is pretty good too. We're passing it to our shooter who's getting his wrist below the ball and balancing on 1 foot. It's a challenge, especially for younger guys, but it teaches them how to get their chests over their toes. We're over-exaggerating the hop into a shot here. Same philosophy as some of the other stuff. We want to catch the ball with live feet. In the dribble drive, I think that's a really big key, making sure that you're not dragging a foot. Making sure that you can dribble either direction and use either foot as a dominant foot. This is Mamba shooting, where you're dribbling between your legs in a scissors motion, and then your partner's clapping. Try not to add any dribbles after the clap. As soon as he claps, you're just going to go straight up. So sometimes you'd be going through your right leg, sometimes you're going through your left. In right-handed shooters, it's a lot easier if they go left, so I try to make them go right as much as possible. You can extend this as far as you want. So if you have older kids, sometimes at the high school level, we'll go all the way out to the volleyball lines with this one. This actually leads to much higher percentages from 3 in the dribble drive.